Thank you, Raga, for your leadership throughout the orientation and also for your welcoming remarks. I also wish to thank Professor Zapanta for his thoughtful keynote, as well as our new student body president, Roshi Mehta, for her enthusiastic welcome. Well done, Madam President. Good afternoon, class of 2022. So I asked this question when you were here with your parents and family members on Sunday. Are you still excited to be here? The management team says the leadership team, we need to do this again. No, you didn't? Okay. Okay, Carnegie Mellon class of 2022 plus, are you still excited to be here? What an amazing day to be an incoming student at CMU. I'm delighted to be here today to kick off this academic year with the leadership team. I want to begin by welcoming the members of our platform group. First, I'm thrilled to welcome Carnegie Mellon trustee Anne Malloy, who was able to join us this afternoon. Anne, please stand up to be recognized. Thank you for joining us, Anne. I also want to acknowledge, of course, Provost Laurie Weingard, as well as members of the university leadership team, including our deans, associate deans, vice provosts, and vice presidents. I would also like to welcome the spouses and partners of our senior leadership team, including my wife, Tris. Thank you all for joining us. There's one person I want to introduce to you, just in case you've not met him. It's usually not in my script, but I do it every year anyway. I want to introduce our Dean of Admissions, Mike Steidel. As all of you know, during that past year, when we received the most application in CMU's history, Mike and his team, of course, were responsible for processing all of that. Thank you, Mike. Great class. It's been quite a week on campus. I know this, and I want to be one of the first to extend a very special thanks to everyone who made this orientation week such a success, including our Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, Gina Castellino, Ann Wichner, Levin, Julie Schultz, Gwendolyn Stevens, and the entire Student Affairs team, countless staff members across various academic units in colleges and departments and administrative units. We're grateful for everything that they've done to make this such a successful orientation. But I'm not done. Orientation Week's success depends on relentless enthusiasm and dedication of so many people, especially our student volunteers. Over the past week, I know you love these pictures. Over the past week, our 156 orientation leaders worked alongside of 200 student volunteers, 220 student volunteers, and countless staff at more than 200 orientation events to make your first few days on campus so welcoming and so special. By the way, this does not even include the 127 resident assistants, community advisors, and house fellows who are also helping you settle in your new homes. It's really a team effort here at CMU. At this time, I want to take a moment to ask the class of 2022 to join me in thanking our outstanding head orientation counselors. You jumped ahead of me, but I'm going to call their names one by one. So when I call your name, our head orientation counselors, please stand to be recognized. Julia Adams for Steverhouse. Anna Jameson Beck for Morewood Gardens and E-Tower. You can clap for them even if you're not in those dormitories, it's okay. Christy Chang and Mason Miles for The Hill. Raghav Goyal, of course, for Mudge House. David Levin for the Oakland community. And Lily Marty for Donner House. One more for a special shout out before I actually get to my next 30 minutes of my speech. I would like to thank Emily Newman and Sam Molitares and the student staff of the Activities Board Technical Committee who volunteer every year. These are our students, CMU students, to help with all the technical needs for the orientation week. Please join me to thanking everybody who contributed this week. As I mentioned during my welcome address on Sunday, the class of 2022 plus has arrived at Carnegie Mellon University at a pivotal time for humanity. But thanks to the trailblazing work of our faculty and students, Carnegie Mellon is positioned at the leading edge of human progress. There has never been a more exciting time to be a student. In this constantly evolving future, the potential for a profound impact is truly extraordinary. Consider how much the world has changed just in the last 10 years or so. The first generation of iPhones were launched in 2007. You couldn't even order an Uber until 2009 and 2010. Google Maps was not even launched until 2008. In fact, Conrad and I used to have to print out maps before leaving for trips, right, Conrad?
Yep. I still get lost.
He still gets lost, he said. And in August 2008, the domain name bitcoin.org was quietly registered online. And here's a fact for you. 2 years later, in 2010, someone famously bought 2 pizzas with 10,000 bitcoins. Today, that would be worth close to $65 million. Just to do the math, that would be roughly about $4 million a slice. Even Scott Hall's pizza is cheaper than that. And that's not just technology that's changing us, the world. As innovation and new ideas percolate across our society, we increasingly rely on the boldness of visual arts, music, and theater to process and understand where we have come from and to envision where we're going. It's truly an amazing time to think about what the next decade will bring. While I can't predict the future, what I can say with confidence is that CMU will continue to define and manage the space where technology and humanity intersect. And our students, faculty, and alumni will continue to shape emerging intellectual domains, advance human knowledge, and pursue new modes of creative expression. We not only embrace new paradigms, we define them. Throughout our history, no one has done that better than CMU, and no one will do it better than you by the time you graduate, when the world will have changed once again, when you hold the keys to the future. Over the last 5 days, you've begun to absorb the CMU culture and to learn the rhythm of our campus life. And you continue to get your bearings and meet new people. I want you to keep in mind what Provost Weingart mentioned earlier. Carnegie Mellon is more than just academics. We're a community connected to one another by a common sense of purpose, pride, and spirit, and by a core set of values that include diversity and inclusion, collaboration, empathy, and integrity. Even as you pursue your ambitions, let these values guide you in your interactions with one another, with the faculty and staff on this campus. Especially in today's world, when so many people on the national stage seem to have forgotten the value of civil discourse and how to respect one another, we all bear responsibility for setting a better example. Remember, when we recruit diverse perspectives and ideas to our community, help people from all walks of life succeed, and consider ideas from across the spectrum in a culture of civil discourse, we all win. Class of 2022 plus, today is the official start of your college experience. So let's take a moment to appreciate where you are and the journey you're about to embark upon. Savor the sights and the sounds. As many older adults probably have already told you, college goes by so fast. So all of our students, every once in a while, in fact, today after you leave this tent, stop for a moment and just look around. You're at CMU. Remind yourself that you're exactly where you want to be, and that this is a wondrous moment in your life, and that you have earned this rare opportunity to expand your horizons with some of the most gifted scholars on the planet. The next 4 years will undoubtedly be some of the most transformative of your young lives. You will begin lifelong friendships and discover passions that ignite academic and professional careers. CMU will change you, and you will change CMU. We are so excited for the journey that you are about to embark on. So once again, the class of 22 plus, on behalf of the entire CMU community, welcome to the Carnegie Mellon University and enjoy this most wonderful chapter in your lives.